Hello students. So today we will start with a new chapter and that is light, shadow and reflection. So before we go further, we should understand the three terms. So the three terms are light, shadow and reflection. So the two terms, that is shadow and reflection, it is formed due to that of the light only. You see that there is no shadow is formed when you are in dark or at night where there is no light. So it is because of the light, either you can see your shadow in the sunlight or when you switch on an artificial light, okay, or your room light. Then only you are able to see the shadow. So it is because of the light, shadow is formed. What about reflection, student? Reflection is what? In reflection, basically we use for the light rays. If suppose an object is there and sunlight is coming to that of the object, then what happens? The rays, the light ray which is coming to that of the object, it is strike to the object and get reflected to the other direction. That is the reflection. So the reflection process, it mainly occurs due to the presence of the light ray. So if there will be no light, there will be no reflection. So light rays, they are responsible for the reflection also. So light is responsible for the formation of shadow and for reflection. So we should understand what is light. Light is what, student? It is a form of energy. Energy which help us to see the things clearly. It is because of the light only we are able to see anything. What happened in the day? Sunlight is there, and as the sun is there or as the sunlight it comes to the earth, we are able to see the things which is present around us, right? Which is present surrounding to us. Right? So because of the presence of the light only we are able to see the things clearly. What happens if suppose you are sitting in a dark room? Then you are not able to see the things clearly. So it is because of the presence of the light itself we are able to see the things, all the things are visible to us. Not only this, suppose a light is there but you had you did not open your eyes or you had closed your eyes, then are you able to see the things? No. It is because of a very special organ which is present in our body, which is a part of our body, and that is our eyes. So it is because of our eyes we are able to see the things clearly. So eyes, they, in the presence of the light, they are able to see the things, they makes the things visible to us. So very special organ, it is responsible for us to see around us. Later on we will discuss about the different sources of the light, which include the man-made sources and the natural sources. So an object which gives out light is called as the source of light. Okay, so sources of light is what? It is an object which makes us to see the things clearly. It means which gives out light and thus makes the object visible to us. The object which gives out light is called the source of light. Now I see, student, there are various sources of light around us, like that of a sun or a star or a tube light is there, bulb is there, kerosene oil lamp or a candle is there, torch is there, firefly is a kind of an insect that also gives light. Okay, so these are the different types of sources which we can see around, which gives light. Okay, now what is the most important source of light for us? And that is the sun. Okay, sun is the most important source of the light. Because of sun, in day the things are visible to us. Now sun is about 150 million kilometer away from us. So its light makes the daytime bright on the earth. So basically sun is very far from us, but it gives a proper amount of a light. In daytime we can see the objects on the earth because of the sunlight. So we can say that it is the most important source of a light for us. What happens at the night? At night we use electric bulb or a tube light or a candle or a lamp or a torch. So these all are the source of the light which we use at night. Now by this we are able to understand that there are different type of sources. That is one source which we get from that of the nature, which nature provide to us, like that of the sunlight. And there are other sources which is made by man, and which we can say that it is not provided by the nature, but it is created by the human being. It is a man-made source. Okay, so sources of the light, on that basis it is divided into two. Now if we see that of the natural sources of the light or the natural light, so natural sources of the light are the lights which are not man-made, or we can say these sources of light which occur in nature as such are the natural sources of light. Okay, like that of the sun or star or that of a firefly or meteors. These all are the different natural sources of light. If we talk about that of the artificial light or the man-made sources of light, so you see that these are the sources which is made up by that of man, or we can say it is a man-made, and or we can say that the sources which have been artificially prepared by man, that is a man-made source of light or artificial light. What are the different examples? A lot are there, like that of a lamp is there, or a match is there, or a candle, electric bulb, tube light, torch. These all are what? These all are the man-made sources of the light. It is prepared artificially by man. Now we say that there are different sources of the light, but you see students, on that basis we can divide the object again into two. That is luminous object and the non-luminous object. So we'll start with that of the luminous object. Luminous object is that object that emit their own light. Okay, so if an object which gives out its own light, such kind of a object is known as a luminous object. So here the examples are like that of an electric bulb or a burning candle or a sun, a star, television screen or a firefly. So these all are the luminous objects. Now see here, we do not categorize them into a source, into a natural or that of the man-made. Here we are collectively seeing in both the cases, that is in the natural as well as in that of the man-made sources of the light, we are seeing that in both of the cases which object can emit. It means giving out. Okay, so which object gives out its own light. Okay, and that kind of a object is known as the luminous object. So you see here sun it is having its own light, or that of a electric bulb or a glowing tube light or a red hot iron or a flame of a gas burner. These all are what? They emit their own light, although one is a natural and another is an artificial sources of light, but they emit their own sunlight. So such kind of a object is known as the luminous object. Okay, firefly, these all are the luminous object. So since luminous objects give out their own light, they can be seen even in the dark. Okay, so we can say that a luminous object can be seen in the dark, and it is because the light given out by them, it enters our eye. Okay, so when the light get reflected like that of the sun in the day, what happened? The sun used to reflect the light, and the reflection of the light, it enters our eye, and finally we are able to see anything. Okay, so sun is what? It is a luminous object which reflects its own light. Now if you see that of a non-luminous object, so again the non-luminous object is what? Which do not create light. It means which do not have their own light. Okay, so which do not emit their own light or which does not give out its own light, such kind of a object is known as a non-luminous object. For example, that of the table or a chair or a flower pot, plants, pencil, mirror, all the things, even the earth also and the other planet also. The earth does not have its own light. It is the sunlight, because the things are visible to us. And that is why at night we are not able to see anything, because earth is not having its own light. The same thing happened with the other planet also. The other planet, they do not have their own light. Table, if you keep the table and you switch off all the lights, then see the table, is the table is visible to us? No. It is because the table it does not emit light. The same thing with the other, like that of a flower pot or a plant's mirror or shoe, bag, chair. These all are the thing which is present around us, and they do not emit its own light. Okay, and such kind of a object, we call it a non-luminous object. Now the non-luminous object, it can be seen only when the light coming from the luminous object falls on them, and this light is reflected by the non-luminous object in all the direction. So when this reflected eye enter our eyes, we can see the non-luminous object very well. So you can see here that the non-luminous object, it get reflected, and the non-luminous object we can see by the light. Like this, you can see flower is a non-luminous, and this luminous object gives the light, and finally it get reflected in all the different direction, including this one also. Okay, and due to which this reflected light, it enters our eyes, and thus we are able to see the non-luminous object. A very good example is that of the moon. Moon is a non-luminous object. Now you will think that moon, we call it as a source of light, but no. It is a source of light, but it gets the reflected sunlight. It is the reflected sunlight that we can see at night. Moon does not have its own light. So that's why it is a non-luminous object. So we can see the moon because it reflects the sunlight into our eyes. Now when the sunlight falls on the surface of the moon, then some of its sunlight is reflected by the moon towards the earth. And to us it appears that if the light is being given out by the moon itself. So we see at night the moon, but that is not its own light, it is the light of the sunlight. It is the sunlight which get reflected by the moon towards the earth, and when we see it, we find it that it is the it seems like that it is the light of the moon itself, but actually it is a reflected light by the moon, which is taken by that of the sunlight, and it get reflected towards the earth. Okay, so moonlight is not does not have its own light. Now, not only the moon, but the planet that we can see around the sky, they all do not have its own light. Like right now I discussed about that of the earth. So you see, student, earth is a kind of a non-luminous object, because the earth does not have its own light. It does not emit its light. Okay, it does not give out its light. The same thing happened with the other planet also, like that of a Mercury or a Mars or a Venus, any of the Jupiter, Saturn, all they do not have its own light, but it is the sun which light get reflected, and finally we are able to see the thing clearly. The same thing happened with this natural satellite, that is it does not have its own light, but it used to reflect the sunlight which enters in our eyes, and it seems that moon is giving its own light. So planet that is present in the sky, they are the reflector of the sunlight. Now if you see the other examples, then you can see here the flower. So flower is also a kind of a non-luminous object. So flower, it also does not give its own light. We can see a flower, it is because of the reflection. How? The sunlight, it get reflected from that of the object, from that of the flower, and enters into our eyes. So you can see here the sunlight is there, the light start coming, and as it comes to the flower, this flower will reflect the light in all the direction, here, 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 here. And if you are standing here, the light will goes to here also. So then this light get reflected by the flower in all the direction, and finally one of the reflected light will enter in our eye, and thus we are able to see the flower. So flower reflects some of the sunlight on its all the direction, and when the sunlight reflected by the flower enter our eyes, we are able to see the flower. Okay, so all the non-luminous object, they used to reflect the sunlight in all the direction, and one of the reflected light enter our eyes, and we are able to see that object properly. It means the things which are visible to us, it is because of the reflection of the sunlight. Now you see, during night time, are you able to see the flower? No. The flower is not visible to us. So why is it so? Because at that time sunlight is not there. Now if suppose in night time we are using an electric bulb, then flower is visible to us, because at that time also the flower will reflect the light received from an electric bulb. If suppose you are having a garden area at your, or a lawn or a park is there, and bulb is there at night, so during night time also you see that there is no sunlight, but we are able to see the flower very easily, or flower is visible to us. It is because it reflects the light received from that of the electric bulb. So basically we can see the thing because of the reflection. So by this we can say that we can see many things which is kept in a room during the day, on which the sunlight does not fall directly. So you see, student, if suppose the door is closed and your windows and everything is closed, even then also the object which is kept in your room during the day also, you can see the things very clearly. It is because that because of the light bulbs which is present in your room help in the reflection, and thus you are able to see the object clearly. Now all the object outside the room, it is scattered the sunlight falling on them in all the direction. Even the air, it used to scatter some of the sunlight, and it is the scattered sunlight which enters in our eye and help us to see the things clearly. Okay, so this is what, it is not a direct sunlight, but it is a scattered sunlight, or we can say it is a reflected sunlight. You can see that we can see the table which is present in our room. It is because it reflects the light falling on it in all the direction, and when this reflected light coming from the table enters our eye, we are able to see the table. So you can take any of the non-luminous object which do not emits it light, but as the any source of the light falls on it, it used to scatter that light, and that scattered light, that reflected light comes to our eyes, and thus we are able to see the things clearly. Okay, so it is because of the reflection of the light, or it is because of the scattering of the light, we are able to see the thing clearly. Now we will see the other objects also, like now we are saying that the light get reflected, and because of the reflection, because of the scattering of the light, we are able to see the thing clearly. Okay, now the objects that we can see clearly, it is classified. So depending upon the behavior towards the light, all the material, all the objects, they are classified as transparent, translucent, and that of the opaque. Okay, so it totally depend upon the what kind of a behavior it is showing towards the light, that is a transparent or a translucent or an opaque object. Okay, so now see here, at first we will start with that of the transparent. Now see student, transparent is what? The material which allow all the light to pass through them, that kind of a material is known as a transparent material. Okay, so you can see here, if suppose this is an object, when you pass the light through it, then if this object allow all the light to pass through them, this material is known as a transparent material. Okay, so it is the division is on the basis of the behavior towards light by the material. Okay, so it is the material which reacts when the light is thrown upon it. Okay, so we can say that when light is allowed to pass through it, if it allows all the light to pass through them, that kind of a material is known as a transparent material or a transparent object. For example, glass is there, polythene is there, air is there, water, oil, all these kind of a material is actually a transparent material. So glass is what? You can see the thing clearly from a glass. Okay, or a water, pure water is there. Why? Or air. Why is it so? Because glass, when you throw light on it, glass will allow all the light to pass through it. Now see, glass is, if suppose you are having a windows which is made up of a glass, then you can see the things outside very clearly. Why is it so? Because that glass allow all the sunlight to pass through it. So glass is what? It is a transparent material. If we look at a burning candle through the sheet of a clear glass, so we can see the candle as well as its flame also very clearly. So we can say that glass is a transparent material which allow all the light which is coming from the candle and its flame to pass through it. So whether it is the artificial or whether it is a natural light, it allow all the light to pass through it, and because of this property we are able to see the things clearly, very visible to us. So we can say that kind of a material which allow all the light to pass through them are known as a transparent material. Now you see, right now I discussed that the window panes in our home, they are usually most of the time in the companies also you see that they are basically made up of a transparent glass, or spectacles glasses, okay, lens glasses, that is also transparent, and because of that if you put the spectacles you are able to read the words clearly. So you see that that is made up of a glass and it allow all the light to enter, and that's why the things are visible to us. The glass tumbler in our kitchen, that is also made up of a transparent object. So what happens if you pour a water on it, then you are able to see the water level clearly. Okay, so glass tumbler also made up of a glass, so it will allow all the light to pass through it. Or car windscreen. So car windscreen is also a transparent, and due to which you can see the road clearly. Test tube, flask or a beaker that we use in the science laboratory, it is transparent. Why is it so? Because when we pour the object, or when we take the salt, or when we make the solution, we can see the solution, the level, the color very clearly. That's why the science laboratory equipments are basically made up of a glass, so that it will be visible to us, and these glasses they allow all the light to pass through it. So the transparent material which allow us to see clearly through them, and it is because that it allow all the light to pass through it, that's why we can see the object clearly, and such kind of a object is known as a transparent object. Now if we talk about the translucent object, student, so translucent material is that material which allow only some of the light to pass through them. Okay, so it is not like that of the transparent material, but it allow only few light to pass through them, and that kind of a material is known as a translucent material. It means it allows light to pass through it, but not all the light, but only a few amount of a light pass through it. You can see here this much light is going here, but it allow only few of the light to pass through that object. Okay, so that kind of a object which let only some of the light to pass through them is known as a translucent material. For example, ground glass is there, or a butter paper is there, or a oil paper or tissue paper, muddy water or clouds. These all are what? These all are the examples of a translucent object. So if we look at a burning candle, before that we discussed that if we see the burning candle with the glass only, we can see the candle as well as the flame of the candle very clearly. But if we look at the burning candle at a piece of a butter paper or a ground glass, then we can see only a dim light of the candle. We can neither see the candle itself nor the candle flame clearly through that glass. Okay, through that ground glass or through that butter paper. So you can see that since it allow only few light to pass through it, so only few things are visible to us. Clouds, they are also a translucent material. So though we cannot see the sun through clouds on the cloudy days, but still there is some sunlight all around. And it is because of the translucent Clouds allow some of the sunlight to pass through them, and due to which there is a light on the earth even on the cloudy day. Okay, so you have seen that in the cloudy day the things are visible to us. It means there is not proper light, but there is this much light that we can see the things around us. So that is what it is. It's showing that cloud are basically a translucent material which allow only few light to pass through them, and due to which there is a light, not a bright light, but a light is there on earth even on the cloudy days. Okay, the window of the bathroom in our home, they all are made up of a translucent material. So though some of the outside light may enter the bathroom, but nothing is visible clearly from outside. Okay, so you have seen such kind of a glasses which is not visible clearly from that of the outside, but since it allow only few light to pass through them, so there is few light in that of the particular room or in that of the bathroom. Okay, so the translucent object, it absorbs or reflect a good part of a light falling on them, but allow only some of the light to pass through them.